Hello and welcome to Cooking with Fury. I'm going to make a healthy pizza. This 250 grams of self-raising flour and 250 grams of fat-free Greek yogurt. This is actually going to make the pizza base. So let me explain. I am currently back at the gym and I'm trying to look after myself the best I possibly can. So I decided to research some healthy versions of unhealthy food or takeaway food. The issue is when you really crave unhealthy foods, obviously, as you can imagine. So there is actually healthy alternatives to them, which is what I'm going to make now. So first off, by the way, I just did this from eyeball view. I didn't measure them out. I recommend you do, because as you'll see, the base was quite hard to make. It's the first ever time I've made a pizza base as well, by the way. So, but I thought this was a joke, but you can literally actually make it with Greek yogurt and self-raising flour, as we're about to see. The Greek yogurt, as you've seen, they put thumbs up, tasted really nice. So I'm just pouring the flour literally on top. I'm aware there's a mixing bowl in the background. I'll be honest, I just couldn't be bothered emptying it out because I'm lazy. So I thought I'll just do it all in this measuring jug. So as you can see, I'm signaling the levels are perfect there. They weren't. I had to add a lot more flour in. I had no idea what to do with texture and consistency, and I just thought I'll play it by eye and just keep mixing until it eventually looks like I'm getting somewhere. So after I mixed it around in there, put a little bit of flour. Yeah, on a granite top is probably not a good idea either. Put the flour on there anyway, so it's really sticky. That was the most notable thing. So when it's really sticky, you have to add more flour, which you can see I'm doing here to try and basically get it off all my fingers. You can see I've really sped it up. I'm trying to peel off because it's just stuck to my fingers so bad. You just keep adding flour. This was the issue, I guess, because, like I said, I didn't measure it out properly. All the measurements weren't correct on the recipe. I'm not sure which, but it feels like I used way more than 250 grams of flour. But looking in the actual pack, it doesn't look like I used that much, so maybe not. Maybe I just didn't put enough in. As you can see, I'm just throwing more on. It got to the point where I just started pouring it on the bag. Getting more off my fingers because it just kept sticking and sticking. It feels like it's fine, and then obviously the more you knead it and push it in, the more it gets sticky again. So yeah, I just kept adding and adding and adding. I'll be honest with you, I thought it was going to be a bit of a disaster, but as I was pleasantly surprised later on, see that well, I won't spoil it. We'll wait. So you see, I have no idea why I'm showing this. I guess I'm just showing the process of just folding. Just keep folding it, kneading. Yep. So there we go. We've cut. So now we've actually got the base. Using more of the flour. So I didn't have a rolling pin. Because why would I? That means that I'd be professional, but as we know, I never do anything properly. I just flattened it out with my hand, and to be honest, it worked. It actually worked. It kept together, it didn't tear. It's quite tough. That's why at first I thought, is it going to work? But as we'll see, I was pleasantly surprised. It actually stretched out quite rounded. I don't know how I managed it. I'm very impressed. There was no lumps in it, which was nice. When I was actually pressing it, I was making sure for any lumps. feeling, checking, thought, well, if there's lumps, I'll just go back to mixing it, but it felt really good. It felt heavy though, that was my concern. Even though it's a dough, but it feels quite heavy, so that was something I was a bit worried about. So that's why I just kept spreading it out as much as possible here. Again, getting flour on the top and the bottom. It kept saying that on the recipe, just flour on the top and the bottom. So I made sure to do. Spreading it out a little bit more here. Yep, well done. Oh, yeah, I didn't have a pizza base tray, so why would I? So I just used tin foil. Yep. That basically means it might work. There's my bald head. In the oven it goes. So this is for the base. This is for the topping. Yeah, thanks camera. So what I've got is chopped tomatoes, a pepper. We're using fat-free cottage cheese. Yes, you can use cottage cheese on a pizza. I was pleasantly surprised how it went. With the chopped tomatoes, I'm just putting it in a cup. We used about a quarter of the tin. And I'm just going to put some puree in it to thicken it. My concern was it was just going to run off the pizza, but the puree actually worked really, really well. It thickened it up just enough, and it did turn it into a really good consistent paste. Just added a little bit more. Again, just play it by eye, how it feels, how it looks, how it runs. And then I also showed a piece of chicken that I cooked in a peri seasoning bag. Just cutting the pepper up. This was just what I had left, sort of the food of the end of the week. This is me taking the pizza base out. It actually started raising and getting some colours on the side. I was actually pleasantly surprised. So obviously I went in the middle to check. It was a little bit doughy. So I thought I'll put some butter. They put oil on the top, like a brushed oil on the top, but I used just butter instead. It's practically the same thing. So I stabbed a fork in it a little bit more. And then here's the base, the tomato base. As you can see, it's not really running off. It's sort of clinging to the pizza base. Sorry about the camera. This is just autofocus. I think the oven was open, so that was affecting it. So then this is the cottage cheese going on top. I probably should have let the base cool down a little bit more before I put this this cottage cheese on top, because it started melting pretty much straight away. Pepper's going on. And then we are going to... So I'm not going to put the chicken on because the chicken was already cooked, so I don't want to risk it. So here we go. I left it in the oven for about 20 minutes. It smells really good. It did smell really good. I left the base in for about 20 minutes, I think, and then took it out, added the toppings, put it in for another at least 15 minutes. So they were home-cooked chips, plain and simple. Just cut potatoes up, boil them for about 10 minutes, and then put them on a tray with a little bit of oil. Very simple. Didn't bother going through them. It's quite easy to make. So you can see I took the pizza off. It actually cooked way better than I expected. I tried to get the camera to look at it. It doesn't look very pleasant, but it smelled incredible. It smelled absolutely incredible. And then that's just sprinkling of chicken on the top. As you can see, sprinkling it all over, just fill it up. And that is a healthy pizza. Again, it doesn't look pleasant. I'm not someone who goes for perfection. I just want it to taste good, but I also want it to taste like it's unhealthy. But like I say, the base is literally 2 ingredients. It's flour and yogurt, and that's it. And the chips, they were oven cooked. You boil them first and oven cook them, and putting peri salt on them there. That's probably most unhealthy. And then there's peri mayo as well. So, but the pizza came out amazing. It smelled amazing. The dough, the base was a little bit doughy in the middle, but I've had pizzas from takeaways where the pizza base is doughy in the middle. You know, it's not going to come out perfect. It is my first time, but now I know the recipe. I'll definitely be trying it again at some point. And for those who are wondering, I ate 2 slices one night and I ate 2 slices the next night. And yes, it tastes just as good cold. And there we go. It's a healthy pizza using only 2 ingredients for the base: Greek yogurt and self-raising flour. Who would have thunk it? As I take a bite here and burn my mouth, just want to say thank you for viewing, and I will see you for the next Cooking with Fury. Take care and goodbye.